7th, I turned 21 in 6 days. That is when my hair is slayed, my lashes are glued, and I am pretty. I've been single for 20 years. Get at me. Hey y'all, it's Eva and I'm back with another video. This evening I'm going to be doing the 50 questions about me tag. I've been really anxious to do this video because I see a lot of people do it, but being that I am someone who would like to grow my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is to document my mental health and my progression and how I transition from this dark place into a bright place, and to hopefully bring the rest of you with me from a dark place to a light place. So I felt necessary to share with you guys 50 facts about me so you all can get to know me, so that you all can continue to watch and comment on my videos and hopefully subscribe. Please share the video if you feel like a friend may need it, or share my channel if you feel like a friend could benefit from my channel. But my channel is really just to reach people. It's more of therapy for me, if I'm being honest. I know that I need to go to therapy, but I'm kind of like scared and not ready for that. So I choose to do this because it makes me feel better. I get my emotions out by doing these videos, and it's something I've always wanted to do. Now that I'm getting the knowledge and I have the time to dedicate, clearly because I'm doing nothing else with my life, because I have the time to dedicate to these videos, I feel fit that you all deserve my content, and I feel fit that I deserve to get my emotions out. So without further ado, let's get right into the questions. The first question is, who is your first best friend? So my first best friend, her name is Marissa, and we met in kindergarten. How tall are you? I'm 5'3", 5'4", I don't know. Dogs or cats? Definitely dogs, and the only breed I like is pit bulls. Funniest moment throughout high school? I will say my funniest moments, plural, is lunch. In high school, I was a cheerleader, and I hung out with football players during lunch. So lunch was always fun because we sat together, or at least I sat with them, and sometimes I would share my food with them, sometimes they would share their food with me. But it was just a really nice time for us to come and clown. And the high school that I went into, people used to get bathroom passes and come to the lunch hall. So lunch was always the place to be. That's where the fights happened because people were easily able to get out of class. That's where all of the funny moments happened because people were easily able to get out of class. I just have a lot of great memories from lunch, aside from being on the football field with the football players. What year were you born in? I was born in 1999, and my birthday is March 7th. I turned 21 in 6 days. That is when my hair is slayed, my lashes are glued, and I am pretty. Period. Have you gone to college? I am currently not in college, but yes, I did go to college. What is your favorite drink? That's a hard one. My favorite drink is sparkling water. Flavored sparkling water, it doesn't really matter the flavor as long as I'm not allergic to it, but sparkling flavored water, I can't stop drinking it. What is your spirit animal and why? I would say my spirit animal has to be a dolphin. And the reason why is because a lot of people like to say that, dolphins come off very strong. A lot of people say dolphins are dangerous, but in reality, dolphins are like one of the nicest sea creatures there is. They're very helpful, but a lot of people have such a bad perception of them, they're not really able to understand them completely. And I feel like that's me. When people meet me, they feel like I come off very strong. Sometimes I come off mean, sometimes I come off rude, conceited, stuck up, all of that. But I'm really not. But a lot of people don't get the time to get to know me because they're so stuck on the fact that I look mean or I came off mean at first. So you're wearing perfume. What scent is it? Definitely Prada Candy Gloss. I got it for Christmas. It's my favorite scent ever. Tea or coffee? I actually like both. I like tea, regular tea, and then I like peppermint tea. Peppermint tea really helps with cramps. And then I also like coffee, but I don't want to get addicted to coffee and the caffeine in it, so I do drink decaf coffee. What are your life goals? I'm really happy to have this question for you. My life goals prior to what I just went through was to graduate college at 22 with my nursing degree, to get a job back home or wherever as a nurse working in the NICU. My goal was to work for 2 years, finish my 3 to 6 month residency, and to bust my butt working overtime so that I could get the specific hours needed to apply to a grad school for a BSN to DNP program, which is a bachelor's of science degree in nursing to doctorate of nursing practicing degree, and I would be specializing in neonatal nurse practitioning. But the reason why I would transition to RN to NP is so that I can do the things that a doctor doesn't do but a nurse can't do, or do the things that a doctor doesn't want to do but a nurse can't do. So that's like minor resuscitation, small surgeries, stuff like that on neonates or newborn babies. So that used to be my goal. Graduate at 22, get into a grad program by 25, and graduate by like 28, 29. But now I'm about to be 21, and being that I just changed my major, I changed it to political science with a minor in broadcast journalism. So because I changed my major, I won't graduate until December of 2021. Hopefully, that's the estimated time. I could graduate in spring of 2022. I don't know, but I do know for a fact that I do want to start nursing school. I hope to go to the University of Florida. The University of Florida has always been my dream school. I visited so many times and I absolutely love it, but I didn't think I had the GPA, so I didn't go. And because I didn't go, I came to the university I'm at right now. And I do plan to go back to school in fall of 2022 to start a 2-year accelerated nursing program at University of Florida or wherever I can get in. And by then I'll be 23, so I'll graduate by 25. And really, I really don't have any more time limits. After onto my life goals, I just want to be a doctor by 30. I do plan to buy a mansion. Sorry if that seems a little bit rude, but I want to buy a mansion, period. Definitely want to have at least 3-4 foreign cars. I don't know who God has lined up for me. I swear I thought I knew. Clearly I don't know nothing, because he took me out of the equation and he took control real fast. So as long as I'm a doctor by 30, or I'm in someone's doctorate program by 30, I really don't care. What sports do you play or have you played? I was a cheerleader. Have any books you read changed your life? Most definitely. Let me look the book up. This book literally had me in tears, okay? This book had me in tears at like 13, and it's called Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. I'm sorry if I seem like a total bookworm for this, but this book, Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper, is one of the best books I've ever read. I never realized how important it was to have the ability to speak. I never realized how important it was to have the ability to walk, to crawl, until I read that book. That book really, if nothing didn't put my life in perspective, that book put it in perspective. And it's crazy because I read it like when I first got to middle school, and I'm literally 20, I'm about to be 21, and I can still remember. That's how impacting the book is. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Okay, well, when I first started watching YouTube about about almost 10 years ago, well, I think it was 10 years ago. At the time, I was watching 4 sets of twins. It was 11th Gorgeous, their Birchbox and whatever the other word is, their product reviews, Gretchen Garrity and Lucy Garrity, Gabby DeMartini. Gretchen Garrity, Gabby DeMartino, Melody Almay Bird, Carmen and Corey, and Amber Shaw. You got it, dude. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Beyond the Lights. I feel like that movie speaks to me on a whole nother level. I can totally understand where that girl is coming from. Everybody sees you as one girl, but they don't see the real you. And that's probably the reason why I'm making this YouTube, because everybody sees me, but they don't see me. Are you single or taken? I've been single for 20 years. Get at me. What is your idea of a dream date? Well, honestly, I'm really boring, so I would say something really boring. My dream date would honestly be like a boat ride if I wasn't scared of oceans. It's kind of hard because you say date, but if I'm being honest, I'm getting older. Not saying you gotta like fly me out for a date. I don't want to sound stuck up, but I would like a pretty nice date. I've never been on a date before, so you could take me to Ruth Chris or a wine house. I really want to start drinking wine, so you could take me to a winery. We can make wine, or you could take me on a boat, your yacht preferably. How long was your last relationship? I've never been in a relationship before. How would I describe my fashion sense? I feel like I'm very simple. I feel like I'm simple but complicated. I feel like the pieces that I put together are very simple, but when I do put them together, sometimes it can seem complicated, a little over top, but that's how I like it. What is your go-to hairstyle? My go-to hairstyle for natural hair is French braids, because I always like to do that to see my growth. And when I have in weave, my favorite hairstyle is half up, half down, as you guys can see, but my ponytail kind of like fell down. So yeah, half up, half down. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings that I have in my household, but there are far more siblings that I do claim. It's about 5 of them that I do claim. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I don't know what that means. I have an Omen, an HP Omen. Your most memorable vacation memory? None. What are your morning, evening routines? Well, when I wake up in the morning, I typically work 11 to 8. Those are my availability hours, Monday through Thursday. So I typically go to sleep in the evening at like 12, and I wake up at like 9 and get ready for work, go to work, get aggravated all day, and go home and do it all over again. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I am toxic when I want to be. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. Well, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. If I'm being honest, nobody knows I'm not in school. How do you feel? But if I'm being honest, nobody really knows that I'm in school. It's kind of something I keep hush-hush because I really don't want anybody in my business. I feel like it's nobody's business. If it was, you guys would know, but you don't, so you don't deserve to. What is your favorite Netflix show? Right now it's Jane the Virgin. I'm very behind. What is the craziest thing you have done? Well, One summer hot day, my cousin and I were at the football field watching the football players scrimmage, because they always had Wednesday scrimmage where anybody from the county could come out to our field and scrimmage together. And as we were watching them, she had to go to work. So we left. But as we were leaving, she told me the gate to the stadium was closed. So I jumped the gate and ripped my pants. Now mind you, these are Charlotte Russe jeans. They're tight as heck. They were thin, okay? And I ripped them. But thank God I had on a jean button up and I was able to tie it around my waist. Craziest thing I've ever done. What theme parks have I been to? I hate theme parks. I've been to a lot of them, but I only go for the food, so I'm really sorry. What was your dream job as a kid? I wanted to be homeless. What is your favorite thing to order on Uber Eats? I've never ordered anything from Uber Eats, and the reason is because I've seen someone drop the food outside of the car and put it back in the car. And I was like, you're not gonna get me, okay, love? That's what you're not gonna do. Because I feel like, because they're not really being monitored as closely, they do as they please. With Bite Squad, they're really anal, and that's what makes it so aggravating. But I don't order delivery. But that's another reason why I drive for them, because I do want my customers to have a trustworthy person to get their food from. And trust me, even if you gave me your food because you didn't want it or you canceled the order, I'm not gonna eat it, okay? I'll probably give it away. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? So glad this question's on here. Yes, I have. I failed at life numerous times. So basically what I was saying is, when the semester was over, I was so upset that I had failed out. I literally was upset, but I was happy. I was happy because it was over, but I was upset because I didn't know what to do. I had planned my whole life and my whole college career on this one thing. That's all I knew. I knew that I was going to graduate at 22 and become a nurse. I didn't think, oh, what if I fail a semester, or what if I fail out? I didn't think of that. That program literally made me insane. Like, I was psychotic. There was nothing going on correctly in my head. My family came and visited me in October for homecoming, and I kid you not, I had been having headaches for weeks in October, and school started August the 26th. How is that possible? School was only in a month and I was already having headaches every day, and I continued the rest of the semester like that. So if I will say anything, I failed myself at the program, but one thing that I've learned is that program wasn't for me. How many countries have I traveled to? Who is your celebrity crush? Dave East. What do you do in your free time? In my free time, I like to shop luxury items that I can't afford, but one day I will be able to. Amen. Thank you in advance. What is your favorite color? My favorite color to wear is pink, and my favorite color to accessorize is purple. What are your favorite values in friends? Okay, I spoke a little bit about this today. My favorite values in friends are people who are trustworthy, people who are not jealous, people who are straightforward, people who push you, people who are positive, people who want to see you do better, people who no matter what, they will not give up on you. And I understand that sometimes you got to give but also keep so you can have some for yourself, but I feel like there's friends that'll push you because they want to see you do good, and then there's friends that'll push you because they want to be that force that's behind it all, so when they move the blindfold, you fall. So those are definitely the qualities that I would want in a friend. What is one thing I wish people knew about me? One thing that I wish people knew about me is, even though I look all glitz and glams, a lot of people don't know I grew up very underprivileged than a lot of the people who are in competition with me. Let me get closer to say this. a lot of you bitches that hate me, you have more shit growing up than I did. How do you hate on somebody who had nothing growing up? Not saying that I had nothing, but compared to them, I didn't have a 2-parent household. I didn't have 2 incomes. My mom didn't make a lot. Like, how are you gonna hate on somebody who you have more than? That's an evil spirit. That's a real evil spirit. But yeah, that's something I wish a lot of people knew about me. When they see me, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so bougie, whatever. But it's like, I act like this because this is where I got. This is where my mom got us together. So it's like, I'm not about to sit up here and act like where I came from. Because trust me, I can act like that. But that's not where I want to be forever. Sometimes you got to act like where you're going and not where you came from. And because I don't act like that, people think that I just have it all. But when they meet me and they hear my story, they're like, oh dang, like a lot of people would have been gave up. And it's like, exactly. So when you look at me, don't look at me as nobody who's conceited. Look at me as somebody who's proud, somebody who's thankful from where I am. So what social media are you addicted to? I would say Instagram, but I deactivated my Instagram. So it's gotta be YouTube. How do you get along with your family? I don't know. There's a lot of sneak dissing that goes on sometimes. But growing up, I just used to lock myself in the room at family events and go to sleep. What is the biggest struggle you've overcame? Failure, most definitely. I never knew you could overcome something so big, but failure. I'm so glad and proud to say that I did it. Who is your role model? Lauren Lyrics on Instagram. I am Lauren Lyrics. She's my inspiration because I was following her way before she had a lot of followers. Well, let me rephrase that. I was following her before she got married. Once she got married and her husband's video went viral, she was put on like a magazine. She started getting a lot of publicity, but she's a really cool person. I feel like me and her get along a lot. I don't know her personally, but social media wise, I feel like we get along. But she's such a big role model. A lot of ideas that I get in my head come from her, and a lot of ideas that I think of, she brings to fruition. So what am I happiest with in my life? In my life right now, I'm most happiest with the fact that I'm at peace. Like, despite the storms that have happened prior to this, despite the 6 to 9 months of pure rain and darkness and thunderclouds and wind and snow and hail, I finally feel like the sun is coming out. Like, I can't express that enough. I feel like the sun is coming out because I feel like I am just one of those people who's been through so much prior to college. Getting here, I didn't know how to handle rejection. I didn't know how to handle failure. So I'm really happy that I faced that and I've overcame it. I've overcome it, and it's brought me to this place where I'm in a healing place right now, and I am happy. My preferred name is Eva, and my favorite food is macaroni and cheese and honey baked ham. How often do I shop? Whenever I feel like overcharging my card. Period. But thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you all subscribe. Please tell your friends about my channel. Please leave down below anything that you would like for me to do, and please tell me how your day is going down below, because I want to know how you guys are feeling. I never have anyone to talk to sometimes, so if you guys want to talk, let me know down below. I will respond. I'm up odd hours of the night, so just hit me up down in the comments or on Instagram, Days with Eva, DAZEWITHEVA. Thank you guys. Bye.